Shalom Israel. First, I want to start by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors into the elders, apostles, and bishops of GMS Great Millstone who rule well, teach, and edify. And shalom to you, hopeful like brothers and Akim and Akwat in his household of faith of ours. My name is Ishaya. And real quick, I'm going to do a video. I seen this thing that says parasites eat animals from inside out, crossing over the Mexican to United States border, right? Parasites. Bottom line, parasites are everywhere, man. They see these, when the eggs hatch in your bloodstream, they typically enter the bloodstream through an open wound, not only infest themselves in livestock, but can also burrow into humans, right? And through an open wound. So they tell you that your body has 7, infectious sites. That's going to consist of both of your ear holes, your mouth, your nostrils, your eyes, your anus, your genitals, and I don't know if that was 7, but hey, those are the main places that bacteria and germs can infect your body, right? Now, you can create one through an open wound, right? So you got to be, aware of, are you washing your hands, man? Or are you, are you doing, hygienic things? Because there's hygiene, laws, man. You don't touch dead bodies, man. You don't touch, the carcass of a swine, man. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we live in Babylon the Great. They say that your phone screen is filthier than a public toilet seat, which is completely true, man. Get into the habit of practicing better hygienic practices, especially when it comes to introducing these bacteria into your home. Because you got to treat it with the fact that, a part of Satan's devices, man, is this place is filthy. This place is disgusting, man. There's some countries that go out and wash the streets daily. I'm pretty sure it's a thing in the with Issachar, man. Down in Mexico, I'm pretty sure there's places where they wash the streets every single day. The streets look clean as a motherfucker because, you got, abuelas and tias, they be going out literally mopping up the streets. But here in Babylon, you ain't seen that, bro. It's filthy as fuck out here. It's a big ass horse trash can, right? All right, bro, come on now. According to the World Health Organization, roughly 25% of the global population is affected with the intestinal parasite, with a rate significantly higher in regions with poor sanitation and access to clean water. Detroit, Michigan, reaching up to 50% in typical and subtropical areas. So from anywhere between 1 and 4 in regular places and up to 50%. So 2 and 4 in dirtier, filthier areas. So up. And when it says this too, you got places like East India where they got those street vendors that have those disgusting ass foods, bro, and they have bad practices. But those things and those same people migrated here to Babylon the Great, right? Those people here migrated here to Babylon the Great, and they are they have the same type of cooking practices, man. With all this being said, stay away from, what you don't know when it comes to these foods, right? Stay away from what you don't know when it comes to these foods. Because bottom line, man, what's that one scripture in the Apocrypha? Not every meal. I think it's like 38 and 27. Sirach 37 and 29, I guess is in a RSV. Honestly, bro, I don't want to get this translation. So, move it. Damn, bro. Need to get that. Man, scratch that. Where are we at? 37. It says at 27, my child, as you go through life, keep your appetite under control and do not eat anything that you know is bad for you. So if you go to these certain places, man, you know, you got some Elamite, Moabite, Ammonite whipping up some shit, man. You know, there's this brother from GMAX, Arizona. You know, a small thing he said during camp that I had caught attention to was like, you know, when it comes to eating these Moabite, Ammonite places, you know, I wouldn't recommend that. Why do you think he would say that he wouldn't recommend eating, you know, in a Moabite and Ammonite place a business? You don't know what type of practices that they're doing behind closed doors, man. You know, chopping up rats, throwing it in stew. There's been accounts, especially in more densely populated places, that they have done that. And at the end of the day, bro, rent is expensive as fuck to live, let alone to have a business. It's even more expensive to maintain your life and your business. All right, so these people are ultimately, they either have one, hike up the prices, or two, lower the quality produce that you're, you know, serving. Right. And a lot of these people decide to lower the quality produce. And what are they going to start doing? Shit, New York, when you got rats that are the size of cats, man, they running up a bag on each fucking rat cat that they could find in the goddamn alleyway. And you eating that shit, man. Be careful out here, bro. Be careful out here, because these parasites, man, they growing. There's more and more parasites. You know, you think back in the ancient times when we only ate really fruits, and in a rare occasion we would eat meat, that we had parasites like that for real? It's terrible, man. Let me show y'all brothers a picture of a salmon farm. This is the type of shit that be going on in these salmon farms, bro. You see that? You see how inhumane that is, bro? These animals, a lot of them, to survive, they need to continue swimming. Right? Look at this shit. There's no swimming that's done there. That's stillwater fish. That's fucking disgusting, bro. And the scriptures tell you not to eat an animal that's been dead. Bro, this shit is getting thrown out onto your plate. You know, there's a difference between seeing prepackaged beef at the supermarket, you know, because we're not going to just go out and start shooting cows, man. But, you know, there's a difference between prepackaged beef and this shit, man. You see the fucking open flesh wounds on this salmon right here? And you know how many bacteria are inside of the ocean, let alone parasites? Right? And these cheap-ass food vendors are going to go ahead and scoop this shit up because it's cheap as fuck per pound and throw it right up in your wasabi, nigga. And you going to eat it, and it's going to fuck you up, man. And if you go into the older videos of the Apostle Tahar, he gives you examples on how to cleanse, man. Does like 14-day juice cleanses, or like, you know, different teas to try out. You know, different things, man. Because ultimately, the diet of a prophet is set aside from the rest of this world, man. You know, those holy men of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, they're not holy in just that you know, just in a couple ways, man. They holy in a lot of ways. The way we eat, act, walk, talk, think, you know, anything that we do is set apart from the rest of this world, man. We have a different etiquette. We're on a different level, you know, because we're bound to the law of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and that is the law of life, whereas the rest of the world is bound to the law of death. And those are the type of eating habits that lead to death, man. Those are the type of eating habits that are going to get you fucked up. Those seed oils, man. Those seed oils, why bros be telling you not to eat seed oils is because those seed oils were the same things that that were processed to create motor oil, man. You know, that shit don't belong in your body at the end of the day. You know, certain dairies, you should try to stay away from dairy. You know, because a lot of these cows are on so many fucked up, scooped up hormones that's going to mess up your balance of hormones, man. And that's why, you know, your Jimmy ain't getting up, or, you know, that's why your muscles, you feeling muscle fatigue, random headaches. And a lot of the things go back to your gut, too, because your gut is actually a big producer of your hormones in your body. It's a part of the endocrine system. And that word endocrine, it goes into basically outward secretion, right? Your endocrine system is responsible for basically secreting hormones into your body, right? Your gut significantly impacts the endocrine system, acting as a major endocrine organ itself. So your gut's a major organ when it comes to this system, producing various hormones that regulate metabolism, appetite, blood sugar levels, especially meaning that health of your gut can directly influence hormone balance throughout your body. So your gut helps you achieve homeostasis when it comes to your hormones and other things like that, because it's a major factor. It's a major role, man. So keep taking care of your gut, keeping parasites out of it, as well as fueling it up with good probiotics and prebiotics to ensure that it's, running the right way. It's going to help you stay away from these type of things, man. And hormones can affect you, bro. That brain fog shit, that's a hormone imbalance. If you feeling like, man, I can't read, I can't do this, and I can't do that in the law, statutes, commandments, man, you feeling like you can't fucking, read as much as you should, study that, show thyself approved. You feeling like you can't fast as much because, you feeling weak, man. Some of that shit can go back to your diet, bro. If you eating this fucked up ass king's meat, as it says in Daniel, to not eat that king's meat, bro, it's going to catch up to you eventually, bro. That king's meat catches up to you, right? Because what happened to those that ate the king's meat for that 10-day period, bro? Afterwards, they looked like shit. Whereas Daniel and them that just ate, vegetation, they was doing all right. They was fine, bro. And if you think that was like that then, think about it now, bro. Where all of our animals are doped up on all these fucking different byproducts to, do whatever they want to do with them. Ultimately, it's just to achieve Kill Bill's fucking agenda. Because if you didn't know, he has a play in the agriculture of the United States of America. Right? So that's why you go to other countries, man. They don't have, that big of an effect, All right. Being overweight can significantly affect your health by increasing the risk of developing serious heart conditions, including diabetes, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, stroke, certain cancers, sleep apnea, osteoporosis, gallbladder disease, and even mental health issues like depression, potentially leading to a lower quality of life and increased mortality rate. Now, let's break down a couple of these things. Diabetes and type 2 diabetes. Diabetes is the number one way most people who have kidney failure initiate kidney failure, because I don't know the exact science behind it, but when your body is in a diabetic state, your kidneys are weakened extremely. And a lot of that, and sometimes it's enough over a certain period of time that your kidneys will give the fuck out, bro. They'll hit that deuces on you, bro. That's why we need Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And that's why you need to take heed, to the prophets that are telling you, stay away from these fucking seed oils. Stay away from this dairy shit. Stay away from this fucked up meat. Don't eat disgusting meats, bro. Stay in the house of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, eating, what a prophet eats, man. Fruits, vegetables. The apostles tell you to get up and walk, man. If y'all bros overweight. And don't go about that funny ass BMI bullshit that Esau has, bro. You search up your BMI, you'll be like, you're 200 pounds, 6 foot, you're overweight, man. You're not overweight, bro. You should know if you overweight, bro. If you take your blood pressure and that shit's above 120, if you take your pulse and your pulse is resting in like 70s, 80s, your cardiovascular system could use a little bit of, revamping, because they tell you that you lose about 1 mgh, basically 1 point of blood pressure for every pound of weight that you lose, right? So if you out here losing weight, every single point that you lose off of losing weight is going to lower your blood pressure. So if your blood pressure is 130, you feel like 130 is a little too high for you, y'all bros need to take heed to the Apostle Gabar that tells you to go out and walk. And then it's not even just walking, man. You can go out and play basketball, tennis, like do what you got to do to stay active to where it's just not insufferable, because it's already hard enough to be here in Babylon the Great. To make it even harder to do fucking steady state cardio on a goddamn treadmill, looking at nothing but a window and depression, it's a hard thing to bear, man. So do things, know yourself, to try to negate that insufferable ass fucking thing, because bottom line, you can't be like that, man. You got to be set apart. You got to be in a different headspace, bro. You in this truth, bro. Try to achieve a better health, especially if you get towards these end times and your gut's so fucked up. You don't even know what to do with yourself. You like, bro, I'm fucking starving. I'm losing my shit. You gonna lose your composure. But ultimately, man, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will keep your composure, and no matter what state that you're in, if it is to be for you, man, if that's a part of your portion, all right. But this is just one of those things that, trying to rehearse a more righteous act, man. The rest of this world will tell you to eat McDonald's. Don't you eat no fucking McDonald's, man. The Apostle Tahar said, if you eating McDonald's, you're going off. There's a video Apostle Tahar said, if you eating fried chicken, you're going off. Like, there's things, bro, that may not say in the scriptures, but are not expedient unto you or your body, man. And bottom line is, we see that parasites are gaining more traction in today's society because of the poor handling of food and the poor quality of food and the terrible byproducts that are in these foods, man. Have a spiritual mind to understand that a lot of these foods you should be dodging, bro. You should be dodging these foods, man. I myself, not to be a hypocrite, I be drinking those 0-calorie sodas. And I only do it on a rarity because bottom line, they got some shitty ass chemicals in it. So every once in a while, if I'm feeling like, man, I'm tired of tea, I'm tired of water, I'll have a 0-calorie soda to try to, or maybe some wine to try to, take a little bit of that craving away. But try not to drink just straight up sodas, because that sugar shit is terrible, bro. That sugar shit is terrible for you, bro. That sugar, it just fucks up your whole metabolism, bro. It spikes your insulin, and insulin resistance is developed over constant spiked insulin levels. So if you constantly setting your insulin levels high every single day, and the habits that you're doing, your appetite's gonna be through the fucking roof, which is gonna make it harder for you to fast, man. Certain things just create a better environment for you to achieve greatness in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And ultimately, all things are about the will of the Lord, man. All things are about the will of the Lord. I'll get that after I finish reading this. All food doesn't agree with everyone, and everyone doesn't like the same kinds of food. So if you see one brother, he eating like, let's say he eating like salmon or something, hey, bro, let that bro eat salmon. You know what I mean? What we just seen right here, where is it at? These salmon farms, what we just seen there, I think I searched over it. So but y'all bros remember what the salmon farms look like. You like, bro, you can't be eating this salmon. At the same time, bro, you shouldn't be sitting there nagging your brother, bro. Because likely the man that's right next to you knows exactly what he's talking about and wouldn't be putting himself up in those situations to be doing that. It's brotherly love to rebuke, but you got to rebuke, you got to judge you righteously, man. So that's my 2 cents on that. One brother might like beef. I ain't finna sit there and be like, bro, you should be eating lamb. Fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, bro, find a program which works right for you. And if your brothers are blessed in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which they are, to find a program that's right for them, at the end of the day, if it's working, it's working, man. Don't fix it if it's not broken. But those seed oils, bro, that shit got to stop, man. Those seed oils, high sugar of foods and certain things of that effect, bro, that shit cannot, it can't persist in your eating habits, bro. Because before I came in this truth, I was pre-diabetic, right? I was so close to crossing that borderline of becoming an official diabetic, bro, at the age of like 13. You know what kind of effect that can have on your life, bro? That can have a terrible effect on the rest of your life, bro. So you got to really try to keep your diet intact, man. Because that diabetes thing, I'm telling y'all, bros, I work in the medical field. Diabetes is the number one way people get diagnosed or end up on chronic or acute stage kidney failure. Right? And if y'all bros are already diabetic, bro, don't be tempting that shit, bro. stick to the diet, bro. Stick to the program and make sure you're doing what you got to do with that. Because at the end of the day, bro, we're going to get into these hard times, man. And an extra ailment, having your body fucking up, isn't going to help anything. All right. Don't feel that you have to have all sorts of fancy foods, and don't be a glutton over any food. If you eat too much, you'll get sick. If you do it all the time, you'll have stomach trouble. Stomach trouble, man. Like we just said, the gut is a main factor in your endocrine system, in which produces your hormones. And not only that, man, your stomach gonna be fucked up. You're gonna be shitting bricks. And that's never nice, bro. Gluttony has been the death of many, avoided and live longer, man. And we understand that in Ecclesiastes 3:10, nothing new under the sun. Man, yeah, this has been a constant problem throughout, humanity. But here in Babylon the Great, it's fucking worse, man. It is way worse nowadays, man. So that's why you gotta you gotta really, really, really be on your P's and Q's with your health here. All right, so to go all the way back to the article that we opened up in the first place, parasites crossing into the United States. And this isn't any new shit, bro. Parasites have been in the United States for forever, man. The U.S. and Mexico, Central America paid a collective cost of $800 million to eradicate the skew worm more than 3 decades ago. But illegal cattle trafficking has revealed a resurgence. And the thing about cattle, bro, if people could find cheap cattle, they'll fucking get it, bro. They'll do it. They'll do it. So if you got the cartel sneaking in some cheap cattle, bro, these farmers are gonna buy that shit. Because ultimately, we're in an economic recession. I don't know if we're in one right now. I don't know if the GDP reported lower, but I know that it happens very often. And agriculture is one of those things that get affected. One of my patients was a farmer for all of his life up until he retired, and he told me one thing that I found so interesting. He said, when the cost of milk goes up, the farmers don't see a cent, right? So when the cost of milk goes up, the farmers don't see none of it. It's all the grocery store that's just producing that. And they're going to still buy that milk at the same price. And those farmers are still forced to make the same amount of produce as they were expected to before. Otherwise, they're losing money, man. So what do they got to do? They got to cut corners to make sure that those bills are paid at the end of the day. So understand that shit's popping off with the agriculture out here just as much as ever. So try to take heed to that. Don't eat no fucking Wingstop. But hey, I pray this lesson was edifying. I would lastly give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham, Qadash. Shalom, good luck to y'all. Akim Yahawah.